Well, after being married to Josh for only 3 months, I found out he didn't graduate high school, no GED, he has a drinking problem, and there's some mystery baby that might be his.
A mystery baby?
A mystery baby.
Oh my gosh. So you found out that he has a drinking problem, how?
Staying with him, seeing him every day, and how often he needs to go to the liquor store showed me that he has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
When he does drink, he has like 3, 4 drinks at a time, Parmesan, Monacos, Four Locos. And you know, when you drink all that stuff, you're gonna get tore down. I'm tired of seeing him tore down, not being able to stand up, all wobbly, throwing up, maybe going into somebody's room trying to use the bathroom, thinking it's the bathroom, but it's really not.
Oh my God.
That's embarrassing.
So about this other child then, how did you find out there could be possibly another child?
We talked about it. I asked him about it, if he had any other kids, since he does already have one. And he let me know that there was a child that he had a DNA test done on, and he said it's not his baby.
So, but you're not convinced of that?
I'm not convinced, because if he lying about everything else, how is he not gonna lie about that? He knows the little girl's name. When I asked him, who is this child, you know, he was hesitant on trying to tell me what the name was. Why you want to keep secrets? Why is it so secretive about who this girl is?
Got it. And you brought us a heated text exchange between you two that you wanted me to see. Okay, you will fail in everything you do, and you should have died on the streets like everyone else. I would have never gave you the time of day if I knew you didn't have a GED because you're an idiot. Is that the stuff you sent to him?
I said that.
Okay. You do understand that's abusive?
I
in
understand.
language.
Look,
Okay.
I said it though.
Why did you say it?
I said that because he shouldn't have lied to me.
But do you think a lie equates to telling someone they should die?
Look, let me say
I'm
this.
gonna challenge you as just a woman.
I understand, but I'm just saying the fact that he built this whole relationship on lies, that was enough for me to be angry.
Because you feel like you've just been betrayed your entire relationship.
Yes.
Take me back. How did you and Josh meet?
We met at work.
And did you know anything about him before you got married?
Yeah, before we got married, I knew that he had a child. When we first started dating, I knew he didn't have a car, but I told him that was a problem for me. I don't want to be with you if you don't have a car, so he got that in order. I knew that he went to work, and I knew that he stayed with his mom.
So the question is, why did you rush the marriage?
It wasn't a rush for me. I was ready. I was excited. I was grown and happy. That's what I wanted to do.
But 6 months?
No, 8 months.
8 months. That's less than a year. Do you really think you can get to know somebody in that time?
The type of person I am, I know I'm honest and I show up as me. My problem is I expect other people to do the same thing. He didn't do that. He lied about who he was.
Yeah. So Joshua kicked you out of the house a lot.
Yeah.
Why did you go back?
I just was trying to make it work.
Uh-huh.
That's embarrassing. And he got all this stuff going on. I'm steady getting kicked out. Went back again. But you know what? I keep showing up with the U-Haul truck. Then he like, nah, don't leave, don't leave. So why you trying to kick me out then?
So join us in the audience today is Joshua's mom, Vanessa, who's here right now. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
So, you just heard how he was kicking her out the house. What do you think is going on in this marriage?
Well, first of all, that was very mean to say that you wish that he had a die out on the streets. That was
Agreed.
very hurtful to hear that.
Agreed.
But I'm gonna assume that you were mad when you said that. So I'm gonna let that one slide. But I believe that they got married too soon. And they just don't know how to love each other.
Joshua, come on out, please.
I don't know how you don't know me. I don't know how you don't know me.
Hey, thank
What's
you for
going
being
on?
here. You look sharp.
You do too.
Thank you, man. So listen, your wife says she feels like she got tricked into this marriage. How does that make you feel hearing that?
I don't know how you got tricked into the marriage when we've been together every day. It's only so much you could lie to a person about when you're with them every day.
Okay.
So do you think you don't feel like you're lying to her?
I've lied about certain things.
And why the lies?
Like I lied about my GED because I'm in the process of actively getting it.
But you don't see how that's deceptive.
Can I talk?
You
Can I
don't see
talk?
how that's deceptive because why would you sit up there and tell me you had it? You said you actually had the GED,
Right.
but it comes out you don't.
Because you
You don't see
judgmental.
it, but you don't see how
Because
that.
you're
If I'm so judgmental, you could have
You're
never messed with me in the first place.
Why did you marry me? If we together,
If the whole point is if I
we
would have known, I
together
wouldn't be here.
every
Do you
single
understand
day. If we together every single day, how
Yeah,
how
we
you don't know
were
me then?
together every
How you
single
don't know
day,
me
and I
then?
didn't even know
let's
that
be
you was
clear.
drinking
Let's be
this
clear.
much.
The thing is, I understand your argument if you're saying we've been together every day. But the one thing that I do know about people who have addictions, active addictions, is
Right.
that they find ways to hide it. And so
Right.
even though you could be with someone every single day and not be aware of what they're doing, and that could be a financial, like gambling, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be porn, you don't really know And the biggest part of this is that what she's saying has been confirmed by your mom. Your mom said that she feels like you do have a drinking problem, that you hide it from her too. And your mom, that's your mother.
Yeah.
So we're hearing from both of them that you do drink a lot. And so there is a possibility that she could have felt that it was hidden.
Right.
So you can acknowledge that.
Yeah, I can acknowledge that. I can
Okay.
man up to that.
Okay.
I do drink.
So you do feel like she's being judgmental and verbally abusive?
Yes,
Okay.
she is.
Yeah. I did see the text that it said, hope you die. How did it make you feel to get that text?
Like, that's just one text message. She usually says stuff like that. That makes me feel,
I wasn't doing none of
that
stuff
hurts
at
me
first. You
on the
should've- you
inside,
came out as a
though,
liar.
to hear my wife say that.
And it hurt me on the
She
inside
says-
knowing that you lied to me to make me be your wife. If you would have
What
told
would
the
I
truth
gain?
of who
So,
you was,
me
then
lying,
we
you,
wouldn't
what
be
do I
here.
gain out of marrying you then? Me
Me
lying.
being your wife, that's what you gain. If you would have told me I don't have a GED. If you would have told me, dang, it's this baby that I got a DNA test on, but it might be my baby, I don't know, then I would have
but
not
see,
did
I
this.
openly said this stuff, though.
So with the child,
That's
he
a
says
lie.
that he openly told you. He didn't
I
tell you
openly,
ahead of time?
right.
We talked about that, child.
Because I
yeah.
openly
Yeah.
brought it up.
But
But
you
the-
just don't believe it
the
because of the
point
fact
is
of the
he-
GED and the drinking.
Exactly.
So I
it's
got
like
it.
you probably lying about
but
that.
one of the things that really was alarming to me was that you two getting physical with each other. I want to hear from your perspective. How did that start?
She put her hands on me a lot before. A lot of times I feel like I just be unheard, and it's all about her. What about me? And she even acknowledged that.
Yeah, that's
You
some
didn't think that
BS.
men got feelings, right?
Yeah, I thought that at first, yeah.
You still think that.
No, I really don't.
Yes, your actions show it,
You
though.
know what? I actually think you're just selfish. It's not even about all other men.
But what about you,
just,
though?
You're just
But what
selfish.
about you, though?
I put myself in so many situations to give myself to you and do things for you, and I'm not
If
getting none in return.
I'm always the problem, though, right?
I wouldn't say always,
that's
but
how
it's
I be- that's how I
the
be
majority of the
treated.
time you
feel
doing
as if
some
she's-
messed up
do you
stuff.
feel like her digging up your past is the problem?
Yeah, and her insecurities.
Man, look.
Do you think she's insecure?
She's really insecure,
Come
yes.
on.
Why do you say that?
I say that because the way she act, though, like, if I'm out somewhere, if we in a drive-through, a woman walk past, I'm not even looking. She looking at me to see if I'm looking at him or something like that.
Shit, that's how he acts. So what do you expect me to do?
Is there anything you're not telling Lucretia at this point?
No.
So at this point, she knows everything.
At this point, she know everything. She got access to everything.
That's
She
a lie.
Why don't you believe him? He's telling you now that it's
He's
everything.
already lied about having his GED, which I asked him multiple times.
Yeah,
Did
no,
he have it?
I
He
get the
said
things that he's
yes.
lied about before that you caught.
Okay,
The
get outta
drinking, the
here.
GED.
Can I say
But
something?
why
Right,
don't
the
you
drink-
believe? But why
That's
don't you
that. I'm
believe him?
telling you, that's why.
the way you steady talking about lying and I'm a liar and this and that, like, I never cheated on you, lied about you. Ain't got to worry about where I'm at or
I
anything
don't know
like
that. I don't know that, right? I
You do
left.
know that.
I know. I left from staying with you. You shared your location with me, and come to find out, you still getting alcohol delivered to the
Vanessa,
house.
what do you have to say?
Lucretia, why do you think that he's cheating? What has he done? What do he do? I mean, I don't even see it. He's into you, and he loves you.
We don't know what he think about.
I know that he's not cheating, and I don't know why you thinks that. What would?
don't know that.
Why would you think that? What
If
has he
would
done?
If he lying about these things, and he
Okay,
said I'm
okay.
so judgmental,
If
why
he
would he not lie
lied
about that
about
too?
a GED, that's something minor.
That's something
That's
big
something.
to me.
That's something.
To me, that's something big.
minor, though. Really.
Thank you, Vanessa, for your point of view. I appreciate that. I really do.
I am ashamed that I don't got my GED. Like,
So you are carrying shame.
Yeah, yeah.
What other things in your life are you carrying shame about?
honestly, I'm just ashamed of the stuff I did in my past. Like, growing up, it was kind of tough for me, and I did drop out of school because there was a lot going on.
So you're ashamed of your past? You're ashamed of your high school education. What else are you ashamed of?
That's it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm realizing as well that drinking is
Right.
directly correlated with shame. It's sort of like a burden that gets on you.
Right.
Everything you've experienced in your life, everything you've went through was a moment you needed so that you could get to become the man that you're destined to be one day.
Right.
Understand the shame so that way you can maybe start to feel more empowered to speak your truth. So that way then you're not drinking and you also don't find people that make you feel trapped, feel like you tricked them into a relationship. You
Right.
understand? I do think that you owe your wife a major apology.
I'm sorry I lied to you because I do love you. I did feel ashamed, and I do want to do better.
Can you receive that?
Yeah.
Just receive it.
Okay.
Again, it's not an excuse for the behavior,
Right, I know.
but it's a step for him to start growing as a man.
Yeah, I'm glad he could acknowledge that. So that's good.
There we go. There we go. But the thing is as well, it takes two to tango, girl.
It does.
And you
I said some very hurtful, very mean
Thank you.
things.
Yes, let's get to
You know,
it.
I don't want to use this as an excuse, but of course I was very angry because I did not like how you sat up there and lied, and I told
But when you say this and repeat that
What?
narrative, you actually are making an excuse. So I know, girl.
He be saying that too.
It's the
It's
truth.
always a
Not to
you
make
know.
it an excuse, but I'm just saying,
I
like,
know, but see,
dang,
every
give
time
me
you
a
say not to
break.
make an excuse, when right after that, it
And then I
becomes
start making an excuse.
And that language we saw was very ugly. That's why I directly asked you, do you really think a lie is worth telling someone they should die?
Look.
No, I want you to say yes or no to that.
Yep.
You think a lie is worth telling someone they should die?
Yup. Depending on what type of lie you're telling, yeah, because you deceived me and I wouldn't have been married.
Okay, hold on. I know your feelings are hurt, and you're valid for having your feelings hurt, but that's not the behavior. And as a young woman at 23, you shouldn't be exhibiting that. I know you're better than that. I actually know you're better than that.
No, I actually am, seriously.
So
this
then-
is
so
bringing
if
the
you're-
worst out of me.
I know, but see, if this is bringing the worst out of you, then you need to bring the best back. You have the power to bring that back. So you know the language was wrong. You have acknowledged that.
I completely understand
So then,
that was mean.
can you acknowledge to him, I'm sorry
Yeah.
for saying these things?
Look.
Because let me tell you something, because there's a direct correlation to your abusive language and his shame. And y'all
understand
end up
that.
in a cycle of like, I'm gonna say these things about you, it's gonna bring more shame, I'm gonna start drinking more, I'm gonna be more
And then it's a
embarrassed.
continuous problem.
Continuous problem.
Yep.
So if you know better, you gotta start to do better. So can you please give him this, how he apologized? Can you give him apologies for that language?
Yeah, I apologize for saying those very hurtful things to you. That was really mean, the stuff that I said.
And do you still believe, I'm gonna ask you right now, because this is critical, and I really want you to think better. Come on. I want you to dig down deep. Do you really think he lied and that it was worth saying that he should die?
You're not gonna like my answer.
Look,
You're not gonna like the answer.
Okay, so that right there lets me know that as a young woman, you're not mature enough yet to be in a relationship.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't want
that's
to.
it. And what I would suggest to you is growth. I would say to y'all, listen, I know mom said she wants us to work this out, but mama, this can't work out.
You know what?
You
Hearing
see it
this
now.
now, hearing this, and seeing this is like hurtful to me because I expected more from you, Lucretia.
yes,
really,
yes.
I did not know that you felt like this. You acting like it's just nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely something.
I
It's
know.
very hurtful things I said, and I completely acknowledge that. You know, it's not okay that I said those things.
But
I
if you
wouldn't
still
want it
think
said to me.
that a lie is worth saying to somebody they should die, then that's growth you need to have. And that's growth you need to have on your own. So what I would suggest to you two as a couple is to understand that you move way too fast. That you started this relationship out of love, but you still didn't know how to love yourselves and figure out what you gotta do for yourselves.
True.
And y'all gotta understand yourselves separately before y'all can come together, and y'all didn't do that.
That's right.
You need to manage your expectations. You need to find out who you are as a woman and be clearer about what you want, so that way you don't rush yourself into something where you then end up hurting yourself and the other person, and vice versa. Go figure out who you are, Joshua. Work on the shame, because you don't deserve to live with shame. Anything you didn't accomplish, you can still accomplish. Anything you did in your past, you can grow from and learn from.
Right.
We forgive you and we see you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You got it? So I hope you've gotten lessons today that will give you something as young people that y'all can take to learn and grow apart, but this needs to end. So next time you say to get out of my mama house, don't beg her to come back.
I've already told her that.
Okay, good.
I told
Mama
her
already said
that.
it.
I told her that.
Mama
How
already
many
said it.
times are you gonna let him put you out?
Yeah,
If
listen,
he
listen,
put
y'all
you
just
out, leave, don't come back.
Y'all need to just end this. End this immediately and do work on yourselves. You already know it in your head,
Yeah.
and you know it as well.
I know that for sure.
So I want you to say to it, let's just go ahead and just end this.
Let's go ahead and end this.
It seems callous, and I know, but it's better that you rip that Band-Aid off now and let it be.
Okay.
Okay? All right. The word lying is a harsh thing because, like, lying is an intention, and your intention wasn't to lie. It's the shame that made you say, I'm not going to disclose yet. Hold on. Where are you going? I'll tell you where you're going. Right here to subscribe, and right here to watch more. Period.